Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back for my little scrapbook store for the month of March. So last month was the Love Challenge, LOVE, and in March we are doing a sketch. So the sketch this time was found by Tisa, and it is originally, I believe it was like an 8.5 by 11, but I'm going to make it a 12 by 12. And I'm going to go through and do the sketch. I'm hoping to put the sketch kind of up here in the corner. And my goal today is to kind of kill the rest of my Simple Stories Kate Nash that I got from the My Little Scrapbook store. So I did get the Happy Scrappy bag a while ago, and I have just a little bit left of the paper, and I would like to try to kill that and then put the rest of it in my scraps. So that's my plan. I will be scrapbooking pictures from when I went to the Spy Museum in New York, and that's what I'm going to do. So thanks, and I will put you on fast forward and you can watch my process.
Okay, so I'm going to walk you through what I did to use this sketch. I actually had done another page with a sketch and forgot to record it, so this is the second time I'm using the sketch. I really liked it. I liked the idea of using up different pattern paper on the background. Now the other thing that I did with this, the sketch has like some black, I believe it would be stitching, or you could use doodle lines kind of across the page. And I thought, one of the things that comes with a lot of these Simple Stories collections and some of the American Crafts collections too are washi tape. And I know a lot of us struggle to use the washi tape, particularly the ones that come with these collections. So I thought it'd be cool, particularly since this washi was black, if I used it as the frame around the white piece of paper. So I used the washi in place of the stitch lines. And next time you see a sketch or you see a layout that you like that has stitching, think about, is this an opportunity to use my washi? Or is this an opportunity to use that ribbon that I have? Because I know a lot of us have ribbon left over from when ribbon was really big, or washi from when we get it with these collections, and we don't always know how to use it. And this is a really great opportunity just to use washi. So think of stitching as washi when you see a sketch, and that's what I did on this one. I particularly liked this sketch for this layout because I did have these or I did have these photos. Now, at the end of the Spy Museum, they took all the information. So you were given like a code when you logged on, when you got to the museum. So you had like a little bracelet that had your information on it, and every time you did an activity in the museum, it logged your code, or it said it did. And then when you got to the end, you logged in and it told you, hey, based on all the activities you did in the Spy Museum, this is the kind of spy you would be. And for me, it ended up saying intelligence analyst, which is pretty, kind of spot on. It said, these are the things that you're good at. And I just thought it was interesting because in a lot of ways it was about as right on as you could get. My the other people that went with us got different things, and so we knew it wasn't just random. It was kind of based on your results on your test, so I thought that was cool. But these are not great pictures. They're pictures of me standing in front of a computer screen trying to take a photo of a computer screen. So the pictures are not great. It's not something that I would have blown up and had these pictures big. So the idea of doing these pictures small like this in this sketch was perfect. So I sized them on one 5x7 that I printed out on my printer, and I thought I had sized them all to 2¼ by 2¼ so that I could put them on 2½ pieces of paper, 2½ like it's in the sketch. Unfortunately, it didn't size correctly, and some of them just because of my printer lately is going like off the edge, so some of them ended up being just a little bit too small. But I was able to use the one piece of pink paper that I had as the background for those, and then I was going to put that darker pink on that kind of cheetah print pink, and it just didn't work. So what I end up doing is I'm going to back those on black and then back the black on the cheetah print, and I think that ends up working. So that's what I'm doing here. I also have 5 photos and not 4, so mine are not quite a square. It's just and I'm going to overlap the 5th one in the middle there. But you can make these sketches work for you, but I think this sketch is perfect. The last time I did this sketch, I actually did it with a one horizontal photo in place of the 4 photos. So you can make the sketch work however you want to make it work. And there's my big block of photos, and now I'm going to put it on a mat. Now the thing that I think is so great about this sketch is the fact that it lets you use up collections. It lets you use up collections that you might not use because you're just using scraps of it to make the 4 different background squares there. So what I had is, because it is a Simple Stories collection, they have the 4x4 cut aparts. For those of you that know Simple Stories, they do these 4x4 cut aparts usually on a lot of their collections. And so I thought I would take some of the 4x4 cut aparts and use those as the 4 backgrounds. Well, ends up I had too many that were black. And when you put it on top, you're not going to see that. So I end up cutting the black and white grid and then the yellow polka dots to make the other 2 squares. You're not going to see Super Like or Good Vibes. It's going to be completely covered up. So this is one of those situations where, if you have the cut aparts that are the right color, you can use them in this sketch as well. So like I said, use the sketch, make it work for you. Now, because my washi is wonky, I went ahead and got my T-square ruler out because I do want these squares to be lined up. Those of you that know me know I'm not normally that particular about it, but this sketch kind of required, I liked the fact that it would be wonky. The pictures are laid out wonky, the washi is a little wonky, but the stuff in the middle is lined up with the paper. So that's how I wanted to do it. That Jeep paper was super cute. I wish anyone in my family had a Jeep because then I could use it. I ended up mainly using the cheetah print from that. So I thought this little computer, which is on another one of the cut aparts, would be kind of fun because, we're talking about being an intelligence analyst and that. So that's what I use that for. Once again, you just use your cut aparts or use your paper to fussy cut when you get to the end. I actually have a lot more embellishments left of this collection than I do paper. I use the paper up quite a bit. And now I am just going to load this sucker up because I do have so many embellishments left. I just went with everything that I could find that I thought was either, you go girl or fun or just about the adventure that we had. And the sketch allows for that because it's got a lot of stuff. Now you'll notice in the sketch they have the journaling tag there to the right bottom, and so that's where I'm going to put my journaling. That little die cut says "Me sarcastic never," and I thought that went really well with with what the different words say on the screen. And I know you guys can't really read the words there on the screen, and even when I took a picture of the picture to show it, you can't see it, but it just says that I have that I'm inquisitive and that I'm good with computers and that kind of stuff. It was just kind of generic stuff. If you go to the Spy Museum in New York, you can do this. It's really fun. So there's that arrows. So I thought that was fun, and really I am just over embellishing, which is not normally my style, but I thought for this layout particularly it worked. Now I had just been laying all this stuff out, so none of it's glued down. So I'm going to flip over now to after I have glued a lot of that stuff down, because having you watch me have to glue it all down would have taken forever. But this is basically what the layout ends up looking like. So I've got glasses, kind of for being a nerd, and that original little MasterCard thing at the bottom said shopping I'm a master, but I just changed it. I put a sticker on top of the shopping because this is not really about shopping. I did like the cute little kiss on the intelligence analyst. I don't know, that doesn't really go with it, but maybe it's talking or something. I liked girl power, and there's not really a title on this, which is okay with me. And here's where I'm going to look up the date, and I have some journaling over there just talking about, what we did and how much I liked doing it. And then I'm going to put the date in the bottom left corner. So this was my take on the sketch. I hope you guys enjoy it. Head over to My Little Scrapbook Store, and for the month of March, if you enter this sketch, a layout based on this sketch, you can be entered to win $10. And she's got a lot of really great live sales coming. A lot of the new stuff is coming out from American Crafts, and I think you'll enjoy it. So thanks for watching. A lot of the design team will be using this sketch later in the month, so you'll be able to see other takes on it. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day and a fun March, and the links to the store will be below. Thanks, everyone.